Enactors is about spreading smiles.
Enactus is about touching lives.
Enactors is about bringing change.
We are a community of 55 members.
We believe in simple ideas, making a lasting impact.
We believe in the path of entrepreneurship. We find happiness in the joy of others. We are Enactus Hansraj.
In our endeavor, we've taken forward this philosophy and dealt the issues in the agriculture sector and water sanitation predominant in India.
Of the total available water, 97.5% is salt water and only 2.5% is fresh water.
Of this, only 0.4% is usable fresh water.
0.4% for 7 billion people.
And not all of it is fit for drinking, and it causes diseases like diarrhea, typhoid and cholera.
780 million people die every year due to waterborne diseases.
1 in every 9 deaths is caused by waterborne diseases.
A child dies every 15 seconds due to waterborne diseases.
The situation is worse in India. 104 million people lack access to clean water.
Which is 13% of the world figure and 8% of India's population.
73 million working days are lost due to waterborne diseases every year.
The resultant economic burden is $600 million.
The problem was acute.
But it wasn't that a solution couldn't be found.
Thus, Enactors Hansraj, after rigorous brainstorming, came up with Project Boon.
In September 2014, our team conducted a need assessment survey in various slums of Delhi to understand the real-life situation of the slum dwellers. It was hard for us to believe that even in this 21st century, people were still dependent on cloth for water purification.
We wanted to find out why is it that the existing purifiers are not able to solve the water crisis. We realized that non-accessibility, non-affordability and irregular electricity supply are the main reasons behind the dearth of clean drinking water.
The situation was alarming and the need was urgent to provide a low-cost water purifier that would run without electricity and could be made accessible to the masses.
The first step under R&D was to test each and every possible non-electric purification components. We finalized on carbon filter and UF membrane as they provided quality purification at affordable costs. The next step was to select an appropriate container to fit in these components. We chose second-grade HDPE plastic bucket suitable for storing water. This led to the final design of our prototype with a total cost of Rs 410.
Our team approached Delhi Water and General Test Lab and got the prototype tested. The purifier obtained a quality certification. Considering the shape for the community and a margin for the price fluctuation of raw material, a selling price of Rs 550 was finalized.
Our society was in contact with an NGO Samvedna, looking after specially abled people suffering from mental disorders. Because of the social stigma surrounding these people, their employability is very low. And we realized that the skill set required for the production could be imparted to the community.
While others saw them as a burden, we saw them as capable of becoming successful entrepreneurs. Meet our entrepreneurs, Deepak, Achal, Jatin, and Deepika, who suffer from mental disabilities and come from low-income families.
The execution of our project started with training sessions commencing in the month of February. 4 weekly training sessions were held, keeping in mind the pace of learning of our entrepreneurs. First was an ice-breaking session where we interacted with them. In the second and the third session, we introduced to them our product and its components and taught them the production process. In the fourth session, we imparted soft skills like inventory management, teamwork, and communication after ensuring that each one of them has reached the required level of accuracy.
For marketing, we adopted a 3-pronged approach, with the first being multi-level marketing. Under this, we appoint middlemen who belong to target slums as it is easier for them to win the confidence of the residents. As an incentive, they can earn rupees 50 on every purifier as the patented selling price is rupees 600. As of now, 2 middlemen have sold 18 purifiers. The next strategy is collaboration with various NGOs operating in slums and nearby villages. 26 purifiers have been sold through Samvedna, Aakar and Yuva. Distribution of pamphlets and purifiers as free samples has been carried on as a promotional strategy in order to create awareness. In the first leg of Project Boom, we carried out personal selling, visiting slums like Govindpuri and Malkaganj.
3 months into Project Boon, 72 purifiers sold.
6 people directly impacted.
440 people indirectly impacted.
The lives that we've touched and the impact that we've created is our biggest reward. Moving on to the economic impact. From being unemployed, they've turned into entrepreneurs with a turnover of rupees 39,600 within 3 months. With this, they are able to contribute to their family income and have a sense of financial security.
Our community has grown up in an environment of fear where they were always vulnerable. We have helped them fight that and develop a broader outlook. As entrepreneurs in Project Boon, they have acquired the knowledge of working in small enterprises. And above all, they have gained acceptance and respect in the society.
As far as the environmental impact is concerned, we are using gravity purification with no carbon footprints. It's a chemical-free purification and no waste is generated.
They gave the rigorous training and then off and on they came and gave the practical training to all the kids who are learning disabled and borderline cases. So they are able to do the things independently. I think we have sold almost 72 numbers and the children are quite enthusiastic to sell more, they look more and they ask and explain benefits of these purifiers.
तो मैं आपके साथ काम करकर बहुत अच्छा लगा। इससे पहले हमारे पास कोई काम नहीं था। जब से प्रिंटर आया, हमारे पास काम आया और हमने प्रिंटर बनाने शुरू किए। इनको बनाता लाके बेचा, हम आपके साथ काम करना चाहते हैं और हम कोशिश करेंगे। बहुत अच्छा लगा, हम इसको आगे तक पहुँचाएंगे।
But our journey wasn't easy and we faced several challenges. We overcame the first challenge of fluctuating costs of raw materials by making bulk purchases. As a part of our after-sales service, volunteers from Samvedna will ensure timely maintenance of the purifier components. One of the major challenges is the establishment of appropriate distribution channels. To overcome this, we plan to tie up with various government schools in and around Delhi. We are already in talks with the Ministry of Drinking Water and Sanitation, and with their help, we look forward to expanding our project reach.
Now, moving on to our next project.
India is primarily an agrarian economy, but still, Indian farmers continue to be the poorest in the world. No one can turn a blind eye to the plight of an Indian farmer.
Of the total workforce, 47% is employed in the agriculture sector. 80% of these are small and marginal farmers. 60% of the net production is dependent on rainfall. This leads to low revenue generation for people who are solely employed in farming. Shockingly, there have been around 3 lakh farmers suicides in the past 2 decades.
We realized that the farmers are seasonally unemployed and reluctant to give up their landholdings and occupation. Also, they possess skill set not suitable for secondary or tertiary sector. Against all the available alternatives for an additional source of livelihood, we chose beekeeping.
Beekeeping or apiculture is the commercial rearing of bees for the production of honey and its byproducts. India has a capacity of up to 120 million bee colonies, but right now it is limited to just 1 million. Thus, we came up with Project Mithas, an endeavor to impart beekeeping skills to seasonal farmers.
Unlike the traditional agricultural practices, beekeeping does not require large landholdings to be profitable. Bees expand swiftly, which enable the beekeepers to either increase the number of their bee boxes or sell the additional bees. Beekeeping provides marketable byproducts like bee pollen, royal jelly, and propolis. Another advantage of beekeeping is that it leads to larger crop yield due to increased pollination.
We designed a blueprint for our project, where the first step was to create awareness amongst the farmers about beekeeping. The second step was to provide training to the interested farmers through government agencies. Next, we had to ensure the availability of subsidies to the farmers. And finally, we had to link them to the traders for selling of honey and its byproducts. This was our action plan that we charted out for our project.
Project Mithas was initiated in June 2013. In the first phase, we went for several field visits to conduct surveys and assess the viability of beekeeping in nearby villages. We visited Chandu and Aglakudru village and explained the farmers the benefits and scope of beekeeping, seeking their response. Simultaneously, we also got in touch with the Ministry of Agriculture to await any assistance that they could provide us for the implementation of our project. The Ministry officials informed us about all the schemes and programs that were initiated to encourage beekeeping.
We made subsequent visits to both the villages and explained to the farmers the government schemes available and the benefits they could receive by getting on board with this project. An awareness session was conducted in Aglakudru with the help of the National Bee Board in the month of February 2014. Sensing a positive response from the farmers, we entered into deliberations with the National Bee Board and the Ministry of Agriculture for further collaboration.
In October 2014, we organized a 7-day training session in collaboration with the National Bee Board, Ministry of Horticulture UP and Ministry of Agriculture in Sholana, Hapur district of UP. Researchers, scientists, trainers and experts from the National Bee Board conducted the seminar, and 64 enthusiastic farmers were in attendance. Successful trainees were registered and awarded certificates. A major development after this was the formation of a self-help group of 4 farmers with an initial investment of 2,20,400.
नेशनल बी बोर्ड के थ्रू जो हमें ट्रेनिंग मिली, ट्रेनिंग बहुत बढ़िया हमारी हो गई, कोई दिक्कत नहीं आई और हमारा सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप 4 लोगों को बन गया है और खाता भी बैंक में है जी और सब्सिडी मिल गई हमें और हमारा ग्रुप जो है मधुमक्खी पालन ठीक तरीके से।
Our role in Project Mithas is to link the target community with the National Bee Board, trainers and banks to provide subsidy, training and investment for the business. On the marketing side, we link them to traders and exporters to ensure marketability of their product.
The self-help group made its first purchase in the month of April of worth rupees 2,20,400 and availed the subsidy of 40% from the National Bee Board. The self-help group has been functioning for 2 months now and have been able to produce 400 kgs of honey, which has been sold at an average rate of 120 per kg. The total income of the self-help group is 48,000 rupees in just 2 months. And at this rate, they'll be able to break even in just 6 months.
Through our efforts, the farmers have gained knowledge about organizing and working in a self-help group. They've learned basic accounting techniques and management skills and acquired technical knowledge about beekeeping. Instead of sitting idle and wasting their time on gambling and drinking, they can now engage in beekeeping. They've also established links with the National Bee Board and with traders which would help them run their business effectively.
It was Einstein who said, if the bee disappears from the surface of the earth, man would have no more than 4 years to live. This reflects the importance of beekeeping. The major environmental impact of beekeeping is that it leads to larger crop yield due to increased pollination.
One of the major challenges in undertaking beekeeping is the high initial investment required to set up the business, because of which many small farmers do not take up apiculture. Possibility of theft of bee boxes is yet another challenge. There is skepticism amongst the farmers, for beekeeping can be an alien concept to them. Also, the bee boxes are needed to be transported from one place to another to ensure access of pollen to the bees throughout the year.
We combated the first challenge by ensuring that the beekeepers get a subsidy of 40% from the National Bee Board. The second challenge was overcome by providing the self-help group an insurance cover of Rs 1 lakh against the theft of the V-boxes.
Our plan for the future is twofold. First is expansion of this project to more villages in the states of Punjab, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. We will also link the beekeepers to the sellers of organic honey so that it could enable them to get a better price for their product.
Since the commencement in 2012, Enactus Hansraj, through its diligent efforts and perseverance, has been working towards making its projects successful and effective.
We measure our success, the lives that we've touched and the smiles that we've spread. Through Project Boond and Project Mithas, we wish to fulfill our vision of simple ideas creating a lasting impact.
And this is just the beginning. We see a bright future ahead